shooting artist Megan Thee Stallion during an argument.
But instead,
And I'm gonna point out some shit in this motherfucker too that shows that he did not do that. And she probably didn't even cut herself in the foot. She probably didn't even shoot herself in the foot. It might have been like some fake blood or something, or it probably was, and that was her sacrifice. That was both of they. That was him. That was probably her humiliation ritual or some shit, sacrifice she had to do or something on herself maybe. And then for Tory Lanez, it's because he exposed some shit he shouldn't expose. But he gonna get into that part about Tory Lanez on.
I'm being torn down for a narrative that's like, now I'm the poster boy for I don't like black women.
Yes, this nigga Tory shot me.
2 days after that, I get a call from Rock Nation that says, yo, we heard you're gonna make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement. But it comes to a certain standpoint where I just can't let my character be assassinated for things that are not even really true.
Y'all don't understand what the fuck is going on? Y'all don't understand I just cracked the fucking industry? Illuminati trying to get me, nigga.
While using my son as a sacrificial lamb to make that happen, because that's been the narrative for 2.5 years.
Through the hot and cold, I would never sell my soul.
While musician Tory Lanez
is a so-called pastor, preacher, or whatever. But I'm out that shit. I might do some research on them because even they know the truth. Was some of them? I'm not talking about like your average. Well, some of them probably do too, because you don't have to go to preach school, pastor, law, preach school, whatever, pastor schools, supposedly. In some states you do something like that. It's something like that. But some of them, probably a lot of them, probably went to school to be a pastor, and even they know the truth. They just don't tell you.
convicted of shooting rapper Megan Thee Stallion, sentenced to 10 years in prison.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Script, back with another episode of The Doors to Success. Today we're cracking open the door we've never explored in this series, so let's jump right in. In a 2014 Vlad TV interview, Nori laid out the music industry in a way that hit home for those paying attention, pretty much confirming many people's suspicions about the rap game. He described it as 3 doors artists gotta walk through to climb that fame ladder. Door 1, the independent grind, where artists are hustling solo, battling up against the industry's big machine. Door 2, the shady stuff. Nori, referred to this as the
homo shit right there.
Often tied to humiliation rituals or compromising spots that make you stop and think. Door 3, the heavy one, sacrifice, where rumors float around about losing someone close to secure that spotlight. We've seen how doors 2 and 3 play out several times, but door 1, the independent route, is one we've yet to open. So today we're switching it up. Let's talk about Canadian rapper Tory Lanez.
And I didn't explain before I played this video, but this is why I'm playing this one for Tory Lanez, because I'm showing, I believe he probably was, if he wasn't part of it, you know what I'm saying, that was trying to get him, like he said, or the organizations, but he just know Illuminati, whatever, but which I'm pretty sure, but he is, you know what I'm saying, but he might have already been part of Freemasonry. And once again, like he was saying, Illuminati is trying to get him into their group, whatever. But yeah, if he wasn't already part of nothing, I'm pretty sure he probably joined, which I think he did, because I think they had a picture of him with like the Freemasonic shit on with his bald head. I believe there was a picture floating around out there like that. But so yeah, the Illuminati was just trying to get them to join into there, because like I said, everybody in Freemasonry ain't Illuminati, but everybody in Illuminati is part of Freemasonry. And yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that later on.
Tory was carving out a strong career until the summer of 2020, when
But
one
like I
night flipped
said,
everything.
I'm pretty sure you got to take all them doors. Door one is the first door, really. You battling out against, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, the machine, which you seem like you're independent, but you know what I'm saying? You still got connections that's helping you out and helping you, you know what I'm saying? You out there trying to get connections because you still got to get your music out to people. Now, they do have industry plants that come out already signed to a label. I'm pretty sure you could do either one. You could come out already signed to a label, or you could go the independent route and then show whatever. Who knows how it really works? But yeah, this is just my theory. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you got you take the independent route, show that you know what I'm saying you can do it, you talented, whatever, and then or whatever you know what I'm saying that you can at least gain people's attention or whatever, and then you take the second or third door, whichever one comes first or second. You know, I mean third or second, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The doing some, you know what I'm saying, some gay stuff for it or sacrificing, whichever one comes first or third or second.
Landing him
Second
a
or third.
10-year prison sentence in a tidal wave of public heat. Plus, he was going head to head with his old label Interscope.
And not only that, bro, ain't nobody ever pointed this out either. But you see that, bro? The Interscope sign. It got the motherfucking swirl on it. That's great.
Records kicking up all kinds of drama. Label disputes are nothing new, but the way Tory handled his split from Interscope might have stirred some
And not only that, why do we have a hat with the Skull and Bones logo?
trouble. Or maybe it's just a case of a drunken night gone wrong. So let's dive in and try to figure out what's really going on. Before the world knew him as Tory Lanez, he was Daystar Shamuel Shua Peterson, a Canadian-born rapper from Brampton.
And let me tell you this too, because they also they give fake names and they give fake names and upbringings pretty much. So nobody really knows who you are. That's why we don't really know who these people really are. You know what I'm saying? Because they give us fake names and fake upbringings and locations where they was actually or fake born or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Ontario, a suburb 50 minutes west of Toronto. Born July 27, 1992 to a Bayesian father and a Curaçao mother, Daystar was the youngest of 6. His mother, Luella Peterson, battled anemia, a condition weakening her blood's oxygen-carrying ability, and tragically died from a rare disease when Daystar was just 11. This fueled frustration and pain, sparking a rebellious streak. Around this time, his father, Sunstar Peterson, became an ordained minister.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want.
And missionary, leading him and Daystar to shuttle between Canada and the US after Luella's passing. Sunstar remarried, but Daystar clashed with his stepmother, intensifying his desire for independence. Expelled from nearly every school from the 6th to 11th grade, Daystar dropped out to pursue music, adopting a defiant, you can't tell me nothing attitude. Without his mother, his respect for authority waned. Before dropping out, he made waves in Brampton battle rapping at schools under the name Tory Lanez, even facing off against a young Toby, now a known rapper. At 14, Daystar lived with his grandmother, but her frustration with his behavior led to his eviction. From 15 to 18, he was homeless, bouncing between friends' basements in Brampton and Toronto. During this period, he stayed with N Rhymes, a Brampton producer who recognized his talent early on and recorded his mixtapes for free, as noted in a Bramptonist article. In
I told you.
2009,
Rides a richer story, somehow get a connection, and
at 17, Tory released his debut mixtape TL to TO. In a pre-Drake Toronto rap scene, breaking into the US was tough, but Tory hustled, handing out tapes at malls and subway stations, performing for anyone who'd listen. Drake's 2009 So Far Gone mixtape featuring Lil Wayne and Trey Songz put Toronto on the map, but Tory carved his own path. In a 2010 video titled Drake's Little Brother Tory Lanez Spit Flames sparked rumors of a relation, which Tory debunked, while at the same time boldly challenging Drake to listen to his music for $10,000. Yet at this time, Drake was fresh off the release of Forever featuring Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and Eminem, so he probably didn't even have Tory Lanez on his radar, but this didn't stop Tory in his grind. That same year, Sean Kingston, touring with Justin Bieber in Canada, discovered Tory freestyling over Lloyd Banks' Beamer, Benz, or Bentley. Impressed, Kingston invited him to the arena, later flying him to Miami and signing him to his Time Is Money label. Tory honed in on his writing and harmony with the help of Kingston, collaborating eventually with Trav and Soulja Boy. Though his name wasn't big in the US, he built ties with YG and DJ Mustard by 2013, laying groundwork for future success. In 2013, Tory's 11th mixtape Conflicts of My Soul, the 416 story, featuring the DJ Mustard produced Know What's Up with Kirk O'Banks, earned serious buzz. From there,
so see, like I said, even though you get introduced to these people, they just connections still. You still got to put in the work and show that, you know what I'm saying, I guess that you're supposed to be there or whatever. I don't know how it goes, but specifically, nobody knows how it goes unless they in it. You know what I'm saying? But that's outsiders, and we don't directly know exactly how it go unless, you know what I'm saying, but we got little shit about and can piece together a little puzzle or story about it if you good enough and can do it, I guess, or know enough, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
He never slowed down. By 2015, signing to Benny Blanco's Mad Love Records under Interscope, Tory prepped his debut album I Told You. Its lead single Say It peaked at number 23 on the Billboard charts, showcasing his vocal versatility over bars. Tory's grind paid off with millions of streams, views, and standout features alongside Meek Mill, Chris Brown, G-Eazy, and Future. He proved he was here to stay, but as his star rose, so did the challenges, as fame often brings more problems than solutions. Even with all the success Tory was having, that aggressive energy from his younger days kept creeping back. I had to mention this to keep it balanced before we dive into the main case. So let's quickly cover his quote-unquote beefs. Around 2018-2019, Tory Lanez was standing on business, ready to squabble up or lyrically battle anybody. He wanted all the smoke. On March 13, 2018, a video went viral of Travis Scott pulling up on Tory backstage in his trailer after they performed at the same festival. The Houston native tried to keep it chill, but Tory turned it up quick.
I just when I watched this, I do remember this for sure, this part, because I was thinking in my head, why this definitely got to be scripted. Because if you're going to record, why not just record? You putting it out there anyways, and they know it was probably all within that group. They probably, you know what I'm saying? So they can probably most likely pinpoint it back to you, whatever. They knew you was recording, so why not just record it? Record the situation like you was recording the damn fight at the mall or some shit, or out in public, you know what I'm saying? Or a school fight or some shit. Why not just actually record the shit? You know what I'm saying? Nigga trying to sneak and record it. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's supposed to be just like you being discreet or something. You feel me? Or something like you just record the shit. You gonna record it. Why the fuck is you trying to hide the shit? They gonna most likely know. You know what I'm saying? Damn, what the fuck?
You're not the only person that said that. I'm not the only one. I said what I said. If you felt the way and you want to handle it the way you want to handle it, that's why we're here right now. So I'm saying, what do you want to do, bro? Do you want to do? No. Are we apologizing, or you want to?
This try, I guess, show that he's, you know what I'm saying, it's supposed to fit his image, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be this tough, you know what I'm saying, but also R&B type singer, but don't play with me type singer, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're a rapper, you know what I'm saying? I could do both of them type shit, you know what I'm saying? And then it's supposed to fit his hard style street image. This right here, this is supposed to give him reputation, I guess.
The fate, my niggas.
Or at least to us, it's supposed to make him be like, "Oh, Tory Lanez just, he just, damn." But I just forgot the word I was finna say. I was looking for, but Tory Lanez just motherfucking called him out. Yeah, man, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I guess Chipotle adds to his street credibility type shit.
Everybody can get out of here. Every single person can get out of here. Literally, every person can get out of here, and we can shoot the fade, my nigga. And we can just get out of here. Niggas want to fight. Everybody just get out of here, my nigga. Let's just shoot the fade. Yo, it seems like you're just trying to come at me, my nigga. I'm not for that.
They hashed it out fast though and squashed the issue. Later that year, Tory was out here calling out artists, fishing for anyone bold enough to bite. Joyner Lucas stepped up and the two dropped some pretty fire diss tracks, trading bars before linking up on a friendly IG live to bury the hatchet.
If you don't know, of course, and you still, I mean, I'm pretty sure you might, but if you don't know, of course, diss tracks is not really, you know what I'm saying? It's just for to gain attention. Most of the time they do it so when they drop a good album, it can, you know what I'm saying, they can try and get more views. It's just for attention, pretty much.
In 2019, Tory took it up a notch, tweeting, quote, "I'm the best."
And that was around the area 20, really, yeah, that was 2020, shit, 15, and to like 2019 or so, 18, somewhere around there. And that was the time that diss tracks was the hot thing to do. You feel me? If you want attention to buzz, just drop a diss track on somebody. Hopefully they'll do it back, and then y'all really got buzz.
Rapper alive right now, I will body any of y'all out, period. A few took the bait. Don Q, Canadian rapper Dax, Dream Doll, and even Detroit's Royce da 5'9" got into a tweet off with him. Tory was out here.
All people that just need popularity, pretty much, or need attention, pretty much. And he was pretty much popping, so it will gain attention for them.
Here like Denzel in Training Day.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right.
But for the most part, these diss tracks were just lyrical sparring sessions, pure entertainment for the fans. But Canadian rapper Dax, bro got it the worst. Dax repping Ottawa, clapped back at Tory's best rapper claim with a solid track, I'm Not Joyner or Don Q, complete with visuals that pulled 10 million views. Unlike the others, this one seemed to hit Tory differently. It got under his skin. Same month as it was released, Tory ran into Dax on the streets of Cali and pressed him to apologize on camera.
Or this shit's not gonna end, my nigga. Or this shit's not gonna end. Apologize, bro. Apologize, bro. Or you know what's going on. Apologize, my nigga. Apologize, nigga. I got you, bro. Apologize, nigga. I got you, man. Say sorry, nigga. My bad for the Say sorry, nigga. Sorry, G. All right.
This is once again to I guess to make him look more like a street, you know what I'm saying, give more street credibility. Also, I guess to maybe gain attention for him as well, but mostly I guess to make him, you know what I'm saying, yeah.
I got you, G.
Fans had mixed vibes.
That shit was scripted as well. Look out, I gotta replay that.
Bro. Apologize, bro. Or you know what's going on. Apologize, my nigga.
Why is they all let it, bro? Like, what the fuck happened before that? I gotta go see that whole video. Why it look like he breathing hard. It sounded like Tory Lanez was breathing hard. What the fuck? What these niggas was doing before that? Why the fuck is they got a bro?
Apologize, nigga. I got you, bro. Apologize, nigga. I got you, man. Say sorry, nigga. My bad for the Say sorry, G. Nigga. Sorry, G. All right, bet. I got you, G.
All right, bet. Then hop back in the car like, what?
Fans had mixed vibes. Some clowned Tory for challenging folks, only to get butthurt when they responded, especially with Dax. But what if I told you that some of his fans think his 2019 battles with his label might have sparked the bigger storm that led to the Meg Thee Stallion situation?
And that's really what it was.
Now, the independent route ain't easy. As Nori put it, you're on your own, no label machine backing you. On November 15, 2019, Tory dropped Chicks Tape 5, his 4th studio album. Clearing samples was a headache, but it paid off, becoming his best-selling project yet. A month later, he posted on his Instagram story, Interscope Records, if y'all don't stop playing with me, I'm exposing what's really going on in that building. He never
They ain't like that.
never clarified though, leaving fans speculating. By February 2020, Tory announced New Toronto 3 for March, tweeting, "As soon as you hear it, I'm done with Interscope, it's been real." The album dropped April 10, 2020, and Tory was officially a free agent. In a Billboard interview, he claimed owning his masters in publishing, giving him full creative control.
Honestly, to be 100%, it's so many labels offering so much money.
And it's crazy they call it a free agent, because he's still gonna be pushing the agenda whether he signed to a label or not. It's just to help the label really gonna help him. They might even have him write, or I mean, they might even have him rap some songs that they made for him. You feel me?
Like millions of dollars, like not even on like no funny. I'm just trying to sound cool. Like I've really gotten offers that are really life-changing offers, but just don't care. It's just like, I don't know. I already own all my masters and my publishing and everything, so I'm just, it's like I don't see the reason to give that to somebody else, you know.
With 5 albums and a loyal fan base, he was ready to bet on himself. Then 2020's lockdowns hit, halting tours and gluing everyone to.
I mean, you could kind of say almost doing one-eye symbolism right here, but also doing the pointing ritual for a show. And he pointing at us, showing that he's, I guess, I forgot what that means, but I think I did a video on that. If not, I will be doing a video on that probably, but if y'all want me to. But yeah, and he pointing at us, not pointing up. He pointing at us, meaning that he's fooling us.
Then 2020's lockdowns hit, halting tours and gluing everyone to their
or something like that
screens. While some
so don't quote me directly.
Artists chilled, Tory seized the moment with Quarantine Radio on IG Live. Launched March 24, 2020, the first episode filled with freestyles, music, and vibes drew
I think I might have done it. Let me go to this. Let me go real quick, real here. Let me see some. View the video. So this where nope. I think it's my live. Yep, this video right here talks about a lot of symbolism and, you know, pointing out, you know, stuff like that, pretty much.
30,000 viewers. Tory went live every other day, upping the stakes with cash prizes, twerk contests, and guests like Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, and Drake. Viewership soared, hitting 350,000 at its peak, but Instagram eventually shut it down for violating community guidelines, ending an era. As a free agent though, this hustle funneled millions to his music without label support, and everything seemed golden until July 12, 2020, when news broke that shook the hip-hop scene.
Rapper Tory Lanez has been charged with shooting artist Megan Thee Stallion during an argument. The DA's office says Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, argument. The DA's office says Lanez,
I was going to say, who was that laid out right there? But never mind.
His legal name is Daystar Peterson, shot Megan's feet during an argument.
Look.
In the Hollywood Hills, July 12th.
So, hold on, one more time.
Megan Thee Stallion during an argument. The DA's office says Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, shot Megan's feet during an argument in the Hollywood.
So the foot with that was coming off with the blood, she limping off the wrong foot in the first place. Why would you be putting more pressure on the foot that's hurt and then limping off the other foot that don't hurt? Ain't you supposed to be having more pressure on the one that hurt and then on the one that don't hurt? And then when you walk on the one that do hurt, that's where you limp because you don't want to put all your pressure on it. Look at the well, I guess you could say the left, according to her, on her look at her left foot, so the one facing us. Look at the blood is coming off that foot, but she limping off the other foot.
His legal name is Daystar Peterson.
Check this out.
Shot Megan's feet during an argument in the Hollywood Hills July.
Look, that foot, this foot.
Daystar Peterson.
This foot right here facing us. Her left foot. Her left side foot is the one leaving a trail of blood, but she limping off the right side foot, the one that don't hurt. Watch.
Shot Megan's feet during an argument in the Hollywood Hills July 12th. Shot Megan's feet during an argument in the Hollywood Hills July 12th. The 28-year-old was arrested the night of the shooting, but was released after posting bail. He now faces 2 felony charges and is set to be arraigned Tuesday in LA.
And to make it look, and then she stood
there. He now faces 2 felony charges and is set to be.
The wrong leg is bent, but she put more pressure on the one that hurt. Like I said, I think sometimes they do this shit on purpose because they leave clues behind, letting the other members know, like, this ain't exactly, you know what I'm saying, or something, you know what I'm saying, but they leave clues behind. Or sometimes I feel like they do it on purpose and leave stuff in there, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever, because they like, these niggas so dumb they ain't gonna even see it or figure it out. You feel me? Type shit.
Arraigned Tuesday in LA. If convicted, he faces.
No, well, I caught it. I don't know if anybody else said that shit, but I caught that for sure when I first watched that. I was like, hold on, why has it been limping off the wrong foot?
To 23 years in prison.
Debates erupted over Tory's guilt and courts later ruled against him, but some, like myself, wonder, was this a setup to derail his independent rise? Tory never did really expose Interscope, at least not how I expected, but he did manage to pull something off in 2021 that might have actually made him a target that we'll soon cover. On a side note, his situation
and not only that, maybe if he would have kept it to himself, he might have been good, but because he started spreading it around, it's probably definitely what got the target locked on him. But if he would have kept it to himself and maybe not said nothing, you know what I'm saying, he might have been good, or they would have came to him like, okay, you need to stop doing this, maybe. But because he put it out there, yeah, and he was trying to go against them, you know what I'm saying, the elite, or go against, you know what I'm saying, and try to get bigger than them or whatever, or try to, you know what I'm saying, go against the ones that put them on, I guess you could say, whatever, or made him who he is, I guess you could say. Yeah, they didn't like that, and he was trying to get other people to do it, so yeah.
Reminds me of the Chris Brown and Rihanna incident years.
Or other artists, and you know, if all the artists start doing that, they gonna be losing their money, and you know, you don't fuck with their pockets.
Back. Ironically, Chris Brown,
or at least, well, they don't like when you do that. That if you really want to get under their skin, that's what you do. You hit their pockets, bro, because they can't live without it. That's their whole point of existence.
Consistently supported Tory through this. I mean, both women's careers soared, received a ton of awards, did the press runs, the whole shebang, while the men fought to clear their names in the courthouse and court of public opinion. But let me be clear though, abuse against women is obviously never tolerated, and I'm not condoning it in any way throughout this video. I'm only questioning if Tory's independent path and his threat to expose Interscope set him up to be framed in the first place.
You're leaving money on the table. Not because your content isn't good, but because the tools you're using weren't built to help you earn sustainable.
On July 12, 2020, a shooting rocked the Hollywood Hills. Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion, her friend and assistant Kelsey Harris, and Tory's driver/guard, Jaquan Smith, left a pool party at Kylie Jenner's mansion. Meg and Tory were reportedly cozy all night. In Tory's SUV, an argument erupted. Court testimonies say Meg wanted to leave, but Tory and Kelsey weren't ready. It got heated, both dissing each other's careers. Prosecutors claimed Tory snapped, yelled, quote, "dance bitch," and fired 5 shots at Meg's feet as she exited. Footage showed Meg limping, bloodstains trailing. Cops found Tory's handgun, detained everyone, and Meg initially claimed she stepped on glass, but later admitting she was shot. posting injury pics on Instagram to silence skeptics. Now, Meg faced her fair share of backlash, with some, including Drake, questioning her story and siding with Tory, throwing jabs on his track Circo Loco. The media painted Tory as the villain. 2 months later, Tory dropped his album Daystar in hopes of clearing his name. In Money Over Fallouts, he rapped, "Megan, people trying to frame me for a shooting, but them boys ain't clean enough. Gotta see a couple questions. How the f you get shot in your foot, don't hit no bones or tendons. Fans that support me cause they know my heart, so I don't give a damn if a shorty no jigga." He pointed to Meg's 2019 Rock Nation management deal under Universal Music Group, which owns Interscope, the label he clashed with before.
And if this all really is, you know what I'm saying, like for real, and this wasn't just all this was just for performance, then yeah, then because I'm saying that because that song that he put out, they probably told him to put that song out, but if not, then yeah, he was trying to clear his name, but or he was letting at least his fans know, you know what I'm saying, that he didn't really do it, you feel me?
Going independent. So what's the truth? Is it option A, Tory lost it and shot Meg in both feet? A wild move that seems out of character.
Even if it was scripted though, they still pretty much letting people know that he didn't do it. You feel me? Just mockery, pretty much.
Yet we don't know him personally and emotions can run hot. Option B, Interscope, stung by Tory's threats to expose their shady practices, framed him to derail his independent rise, protecting their control over artists. Or option C, Rock Nation saw a chance to boost Meg's career, using the incident to garner sympathy, drive streams, merch, and tour sales, with Jay-Z's influence and UMG ties pulling strings. Some people watching might think this is far-fetched, but the industry's cutthroat, and a thriving Tory Lanez without a label threatens the whole system. Earlier I mentioned that Tory might have made himself a real target in 2021. By this, I was referring to his NFT album When It's Dark, which he intended to shake up the game with. Sold as a non-fungible token, it moved over 1 million copies at $1.
And this is what I was talking about. Of course, y'all probably knew, but if you didn't, this is what I was talking about when I was like, he was letting other people know how to get money without going through the label, or you know what I'm saying, that it comes directly to them, you feel me, so they can actually get their money, because they don't actually get their money, because when they get signed, you know, you get an advance, and then once you you know, start making money through that label, that all that money goes back to them until that advance is paid off, just like a loan
each, with fans flipping them for a profit. At least that's what Tory bragged about on IG Live, about bypassing label middlemen.
Going. Y'all not understanding what's going on. Let me fully explain this to you. I told y'all, $1 for the NFTs, right? I sold these shits to my fans for $1. People came, some people bought 20, some people bought 5.
And not only that, well, yeah, but not only that though, they do like shows and shit like that. You know what I'm saying, whatever you spend, what the label will also use your money to book shows and do shit like that. They will also and also whatever you use that advance money on, buying clothes, jewelry, houses, all that shit, you know what I'm saying, and you can't pay them back, they will take that shit.
Some people bought 60. It doesn't matter how much you bought. It was only $1. You spent $60, you bought 60. I need y'all to understand. One of those copies right now is going for 50,000, 60,000, 60,000. Yo, my nigga, and these are sold. They're sold. Go look at the list right now and see how small the sellers list is getting. Y'all don't understand what the fuck is going on? Y'all don't understand I just cracked the fucking industry? Y'all don't understand I just cracked this shit? I just cracked this whole shit. It's cracked. It's over. I cracked the whole shit. It's over. It's over. No more middleman. All y'all artists out there, fuck your label. Fuck the nigga that's telling you, yo, you gotta wait for this day on Spotify and on this. Fuck that. Nigga, it's over. Y'all gonna get paid, and your fans gonna get paid, and they gonna keep coming to you. Why? Because y'all making money together.
Granted, this was 4 years ago. I did some brief digging to see if anybody actually turned a profit like he said. On a subreddit, a few people posted a year ago, with one saying he made $15K, but that's assuming you take his word. Essentially, if artists followed suit, in theory, this method would gut industry profits, giving labels a motive to smear his.
And I just want to say this too. They have agents everywhere. They have them on YouTube. They have them on Reddit, making sub posts and all that shit. They have them on Quora. They have them on whatever social site. They is everywhere, and is infiltrated in whatever. And not only that, once again, it's their shit. So I'm pretty sure when you type in, I'm pretty sure they might have alerts or something for certain words that get brought up on the internet or whatever, which is how if somebody says they was going to you know what I'm saying, do something to the White House or whatever, and more specifically with explosives or whatever, or to a president or whatever, then they will, especially if they send it through messages. You'll remember one time, or at one point, I forgot, it was, I think I was in like elementary though, or in junior high, but people was getting locked up, or they was putting on the news and shit. People was getting locked up for saying they was going to, shoot up some things or big explosives, including with the president or white or something, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Because they have censored and trigger words, I'm pretty sure that will get alert them, and they'll get viewed or whatever by maybe a robot, and then maybe that robot or AI will send it to the actual person or whatever, if it's, you know what I'm saying, that serious enough, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
His image. Legally, things began,
or all the workers there they have working or whatever, the people that they have working from home, or the people they have in the office somewhere with a whole bunch of computers or whatever. And also, this other video right here is what I was talking about the YouTube shit. This video right there.
To snowball. October 8, 2020, Tory was charged and hit with a protective order. July 2021, he violated it at Rolling Loud, raising bail to $250K. By December 2021, LAPD testified Tory yelled, quote, "Dance, bitch!" while firing. February 2022, a deleted post claimed no Tory DNA was on the gun, fueling theories he was framed. By April 2022, Meg's Gayle King interview stirred debate.
Let me see him. I think that's why. Let me see. I'm gonna make it just a tiny bit bigger.